Now, last night we told you about police in Milton Keynes being given extra stop and search powers as they attempt to cut knife crime. Well, today the focus was on protecting and educating children in what was billed as the first youth crime conference of its kind in Bedfordshire, hearing from speakers with first-hand experience. Our political correspondent Ben Schofield was there, and you may find some of his film upsetting.
What you're going to hear is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very emotional, and it may be quite triggering.
On the 4th anniversary of burying her son,
AJ's fatal mistake opened up his jacket and he showed the handle of the blade.
a mother speaks to Year 9 pupils about the dangers of knife crime.
They stabbed him up to 20 times and it all took 22 seconds. I do see an increase, you know, in the level of violence that young people are using against each other, and it's scary.
Before I heard that, it was hard to believe that that actually happened. And then when you actually hear it and you see it, it's more like that can actually happen to you. And it's kind of scary.
I learnt that the death of someone doesn't just affect you and immediate family members, it can affect anyone involved in it.
And I want him to look at you and for you to see that actually he doesn't look like a boy that something like that would happen to, but it did. I'd like to hope that they take away the fact that it could happen to anybody, that you don't have to be entrenched in gang culture for serious youth violence to have an effect on your life.
Being a teenager, being the age that we are, you don't know what you're going to expect in the future. And so knowing that this is a path that you could go down very much scares me.
It just shouldn't happen, people being stabbed, and like small things can lead to massive things. It's really bad.
I'd like them also to take away that actually there's support out there, that there are organisations like Veru, you know, NSPCC, that they can contact. There's support out there.
What is an organised crime group?
Elizabeth Spurling manages the teams that tackle organised crime groups in Bedfordshire.
The message for me is about them being ambassadors in our local communities to help protect those most vulnerable to exploitation by gangs and serious and organised crime groups. What were they actually doing?
But are they too young to hear about these sorts of crimes?
That's a really good question, and I think it's really important that we reach this age group where they are reachable and teachable, to be able for them to understand that message of tackling organised crime is everyone's responsibility.
It was really touching and sort of overwhelming in a way.
It's a very bad idea to take your own knife because most of the time it is used against you or it gets you in trouble.
4 other families lost their son.
It's hoped the conference will reach young people who want to help cut crime, as well as supporting those at risk of offending. Ben Schofield, BBC Look East in Flitwick.